Did you know that women over 45 are promoted at half the rate of men at the same age? Yes, I feel this in my bones. It hurts. Now, growing up as the third out of 4 kids in a house with, only one bathroom, I learned one survival rule very fast. Conflict, dangerous. So I became really, really nice. Because nice meant safe, nice meant longer showers, and nice meant peace. It became expected. But here's the catch. In the workplace, being too nice does not get you promoted. It gets you overlooked. And if you show your competence with lots of confidence, well, you risk being labeled as, difficult. And that's the trap. So, later in this video, I'll share with you 3 rules I wish I had 10 years earlier. Rules that turned likability into my biggest advantage. Let's be real. Most women have lived this. If you're warm and kind, people underestimate you. If you're assertive and direct, people judge you. And I know, I've lived it. I've had bosses who told me you need to be more assertive. And I had bosses who told me, careful, you risk coming across too strong. So which is it? How can you win when the rules are contradicting each other? Have you ever felt this too? Because that's a trap. You're either too nice and invisible, or you're too competent and difficult. Now, for me, it felt like a no-win game. Until I realized the rules are not fixed. And likability, it can be a strategy, not a weakness. So, here's what I discovered. Likability isn't about shrinking and playing small. It's about leading with influence. So, tactic number 1, read the room. Notice the tension. Who feels unheard? And when you catch that before anybody else, you are setting the tone. So pay attention. It's one skill that a lot of people overlook. And tactic 2, build connection. Ask real questions. Show genuine interest. When people feel seen, they listen back. So I'll give you an example. I was always so ready to pitch any of my ideas. But I started to realize, if I first ask a colleague, a boss, or a shareholder, what success looked like for them, I could actually tie my ideas to their answer. And what happens then? Sure enough, they start to champion that idea. Brilliant. Now, and here's tactic number 3. Use listening as your power move. Do not fill any silences just to prove yourself. Listen and then guide. So what I do normally in strategy meetings now, I'll wait. I summarize what everybody is saying and then propose the direction. And people start to agree way easier if they know I've actually listened and I've heard what was said. And it's not because I'm loud, but because I make everybody feel included. And yes, I did find this out by stumbling along. So for years, for instance, I avoided conflict so much that actually I was giving away my power. But as what mistakes do for us, it teaches you what not to do. And that's how I got to where I am right now. Now, and here is what shifted when I used likability on purpose in these tactics like I described. I became the one who could bring strong personalities together. And my ideas gained faster buy-in because others felt included. Their ideas felt heard too. And I learned how to negotiate without backlash. Clarity wrapped into warmth. That's my secret weapon. So I never forgot forget one meeting where two senior managers, they were clashing. And the tension was so thick, no one dared to speak. And my heart was pounding. And normally I would have taken sides, I would have backed somebody up. But learning from my mistakes, I knew I had to do it differently. And I asked just one question. What is the most important for you here? And I asked it each manager. Yeah, and sure enough, they both felt heard. They both listened to each other. So it was so easy then to suggest, of course, a combined approach. And the whole room agreed. And that idea, my idea, moved forward. And it wasn't because I shouted the loudest, but it was because I made space, well, safe enough for everybody to listen. And that's the moment that I really knew. Likability, yeah, it's not holding me back anymore. It is lifting me up. So how do you put this into practice? Now here's my very easy to remember like blueprint, L.I.K.E. So L, listen first. Let people feel heard before you start to guide them into a direction that you think is the right one. Listen yourself as well, you might change your opinion as well. And then the I is for include connection. Build bridges, not walls, and you do it by asking questions. And the K is know your value. Pair warmth with facts and clarity, but be yourself. Know what you're worth and know what you know and bring it all together. And the E stands for express solutions. Shift focus, from egos to solutions, to outcomes even. And remember, likability isn't fake. It is not weakness. It's influence if you use it with this intention. So yes, you can be likable and respected. And if you ever felt forced to choose between being either accepted or being taken seriously, I promise you there is a better way. And that's exactly why I'm creating the Next Level Leadership Lab. And this is a community where all ambitious women share real strategies like these and learn how to rise without losing themselves. So, if you want to be part of the very first group to join when the doors are opening, hit subscribe in the link below and drop your name on the waiting list. Because that way, you'll be the first to get in and you'll get to unlock special founder perks when it launches. So, I'd love to see you there when I open the doors.